Hello.
Hello.
Marteen Santerre here from Soul Being, and today I'm speaking with Marie Laverriere, who is a licensed clinical social worker and master aromatherapist. Marie, welcome.
Thank you.
So Marie, let's start by talking about the aromatherapy piece, because it's very interesting and essential oils are so timely right now. What is a master aromatherapist?
Well, a master aromatherapist is a person who has had training in aromatherapy, in essential oils, the use of them. The program that I went to, that I attended, it was done in a 3-level format. We did introduction to essential oils, and then intermediate, and then advanced. And in all of the levels, we learned the chemical makeups of the essential oils and what they can do for people in helping people. Like the citruses help people with depression. And the people that have anxiety may use lavender. It helps to calm. I always make sure to tell people not to stop taking the medication when they're doing essential oils. It's not to take the place of medication from doctors, but it's to complement it. It's to help ease the harshness of depression or anxiety. Okay,
that's wonderful. And that's something that they can obviously do for themselves that has very few side effects.
Yes, but also it's important to know the safe use of essential oils. Not everybody can use. Peppermint is bad for people that have high blood pressure.
Oh, good to know.
So there's a lot of knowing what not to use when you take the courses and get trained in this. So I make sure to ask people what their health conditions are before I introduce them oils. And not all oils are the same. There's therapeutic level oils, and then there's stuff you buy at the store that's cheap. And it's man-made, and it's not going to help. So,
that's a good distinction, because I think essential oils is one of those things that a lot of people think they can DIY, and there are definitely interactions and things like that for people to know about, especially when you're taking medication. So I think that's an important distinction for people, that you can just go buy oils because you think this is going to do something for you, but working with somebody that has your level of education around it will help people to use the product safely. That's wonderful. So then, in your practice, being a licensed clinical social worker and that aromatherapy piece, what are some of the other techniques or tools that you use when you're working with your clients?
Well, I use traditional therapies, modalities, such as CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, helping people understand kind of when they're having a situation that makes them feel very uncomfortable. We talk about what's the uncomfortableness and how that can be remedied. Then I do emotional interviewing. That also is a traditional modality, and that's encouraging people to move into the places that they want to go to in a speedy way, in a positive way. And then
and that's motivational interviewing.
Motivational interviewing. And then I use non-traditional techniques, more like contemporary stuff that I feel sometimes talk therapy, it just doesn't work for someone. They've talked about it forever. It doesn't do anything.
They're not moving. They're not making any changes, or
then I
moving forward.
I introduce energy psychology techniques. There are 2 that I use, and one of them is emotional freedom technique, and the other one is tappist acupressure technique. You'll see their acronyms, EFT and TAT. You'll also hear EFT talked about as being tapping. That's another way to call it. And that is a very deep, it goes to the deeper than talk. And if someone is stuck in their thinking, or they have limiting beliefs, that is just stopping them from moving forward. They just can't move forward. These energy psychology techniques usually helps to move someone forward.
Wonderful. So then with that, I guess what are the types of either conditions that you work with, that you specialize in, or that are really best served by the techniques that you use in your practice?
A lot of my clients suffer from having anxiety and depression. Some people have grief and loss issues. A lot of people have trauma, things that have happened in the past or not that long ago, that brings about anxiety. So all
triggers
of these,
and things like that.
So PTSD and things like that. And these emotional energy psychology techniques help, as well as talk therapy at times.
Wonderful.
So a mix of everything.
A mix of everything, yeah. And that's, I mean, what that holistic approach is about, right? Because there isn't going to be one thing that works for every person every time.
Right.
And oftentimes incorporating different things when you have a person that is qualified to do so can really help people to accelerate their level of transformation and healing. So that's wonderful. So lastly, you have been practicing for 18 years, which is a wonderful career. Can you tell us your biggest theme or the learning that you've had in working with clients over that period of time that you can share has been made an impact on you?
Well, a question that I ask clients in my first meeting with them is, after I get all the paperwork done and call the insurance company and everything else, because I do accept most insurance companies here in the state of Maine.
That's a good
health,
distinction. Yeah.
Then I ask them, so what are you hoping to get out of this? What are you hoping to deal with and to, you know, have fixed or whatever? I hate to use the word fixed, but what are you hoping to get out of therapy?
Yeah.
You know, what are your hopes? And usually people think, they go like, wow, it's like they're not ready for that question. No one's ever asked them that.
Yeah,
sometimes their family members told them to come to therapy, or their doctor, and they came reluctantly.
Sure, but they don't have a reason as to why they're doing it because someone told them, but like what is the outcome that they want for themselves? Because that's a big investment of their time.
Right, and it's hard work to do therapy, so I always tell people I want to know what they're hoping to get out of it. So
that's awesome.
I ask them that and they tell me, and that's where we start.
That's wonderful. That's great. Well, Marie, thank you so much for speaking with us. Marie Laverriere, who is a licensed clinical social worker. You can search counselor on Soul Being to get in touch with Marie. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.